Hello guys and welcome back. We finally got to the third part of this makeup series for makeup for mature skin, and I'm here with Allison again, and today we are showing you this third and final look, which is evening makeup look. And to recap previous weeks, we have created another look, which is day makeup look that we're going to transform today into this evening makeup look. So here is a before and after. If you missed those videos, I'm going to link them up above and also in the description box below. And I'm going to start with the eyes. For the eyes, I will only need a few makeup products to transform the day look into the evening look. And I'm starting with the eyeshadow stick from Luminous in the shade Truffle, which is super long wearing and very waterproof, cold brown eyeshadow that I am concentrating in the outer part of the eye. Guys, be careful. This creamy eyeshadow stick sets really quickly, so don't waste your time. When you apply, you need to blend right away, otherwise it's going to set and then you will have harsh edges, which will be impossible to blend out. So my main concentration of the color is going to be near the lash line and in the third quarter of the eye and also into the crease. If you guys not sure where your crease is, then I would highly recommend you to open your eyes and then have a look where the lash is touching the skin. So this will be your crease. So don't blend the color anywhere past that point. Your darkest part of the eyeshadow should finish in that point and everything above should be going into the smokiness, into nothing. Next, I'm going to define the under eye, and with a small brush, I'm applying the same shade underneath the lash line. And actually, to open up the eye and make it appear larger, I can take that shadow pretty low down. The only advice here would be to work in a very fine layer. This is a very pigmented cream eyeshadow, and blend it into the skin thoroughly to make sure that throughout the day it doesn't warm up with the heat of the body and doesn't move around. Once I'm happy with the blending, I can move on and set this eyeshadow stick with the powder eyeshadow, and this one is one of my favorite Dior palettes in the color Poncho, and I'm using a medium brown shade in the middle, which is my absolute favorite brown eyeshadow, which looks so expansive on the eyes, and I'm concentrating it all over the eyelid. Then I'm moving on to the darker shade of this palette and I'm setting the underneath of the eye. What this is going to do is that will set my creamy eyeshadow in place, and it will make sure that that doesn't move throughout the day. So you can see I'm switching in between two of these colors, lighter and darker, and I'm playing on the contrast. The closer to the lash line and to the outer part of the eye, the darker the eyeshadow. And I'm also switching between two brushes, one to apply the color, it's a smaller brush, and then a fluffier brush to blend everything into the skin. Now I'm moving on to this black eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, and I'm using the smallest and densest makeup brush from MAC. This one is 231S, and I'm applying the black color in the lash line. This will not only intensify the eye, but will also create the appearance of a fuller lash. Once I created a good solid eyeshadow base, I can then move on and apply more false lashes, which I will later on coat in the mascara for that super sultry, super intense eye look. But for now, we're going to leave them dry and I'm moving on to the brows. In the previous video, I already brushed up and filled in brows lightly. In this video, I want to change the brow look a little bit. So instead of Got To Be Brow Gel, now I'm using Gummy, which is more strong gel-like product. And I'm brushing them upwards for bushier finish. For the blush, I chose Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand. This is a perfect neutral rosy shade. It is not too cold nor it is too warm, and it will be a perfect color to transition our peachy day look into more muted dusky rose finish on the cheeks. And as usual, with the fresh brush, I'm applying it all over the highest points of the cheeks, blending the color into the temples, a little bit on the bridge of the nose and the chin. For the highlighter today, I decided to use this gorgeous compact highlighter from Carolina Herrera. This is a King product in my kit. I absolutely adore its packaging, although it is so heavy, so I only drag it on super exclusive jobs. Today for Allison, this will be a fantastic muted candlelit glow on the highest points of the cheeks. As you can see, it's not too in your face, and for this evening look, it is going to be a perfect selection. The product is a little bit more of a moussey texture, so it's best applied in a very fine layer using dense brush. So I'm using this eyeshadow brush from MAC. Now I'm gonna move on to the mascara since the eyelashes have dried fully, and I can now generously coat them in a really thick coat of this YSL mascara. This mascara is perfect for the chunky lash look, and as it is an evening look, night look, we want all the definition we can get around the lash area. So I am generously coating the top and the bottom lashes. Next, I'm moving on to the powder, and I'm going to mix these two shades from Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. The lighter shade that will be concentrated in the inner part of the under eye area, and as I am approaching the outer parts of the face, I'm going to mix in a little bit more of a deeper shade. Well, by deeper shade, I mean medium shade, but as you can see, I want to concentrate the lightest powder in the middle part of the face, which will visually create a 3D version of the face, and of course will draw more attention to the gorgeous eyes. Next, I'm moving on to one of my favorite powders from NARS. This one is in the shade Sin. Unfortunately, I don't reach out for it very often because it's a really unique shade. It's almost like that dusky rose mauve shade, almost purplish shade. But today for Allison, I feel like it is a fantastic choice. Next, we're moving on to the lips, and of course, as I mentioned in my previous video, it is really important to line the lips with waterproof lip liner first. And as we're going for neutral, more on a cold side palette, I am using Charlotte Tilbury's Lip Cheat in the shade Iconic Nude, which is one of my favorite nude lip liners ever. And usually it's more on the neutral side, but I feel like on Allison's tan skin, it looks a little bit colder. And of course, we need to duplicate it with the lipstick. And for the lipstick today, I am using classic lip color from MAC. It's a lipstick called Spirit, which I have not reached out for quite some time. But I feel like I should change that. It is such a beautiful shade, especially on Allison's tan skin. And of course, I need to mix in another shade in the middle. And this one is also from MAC and in the shade Myth. And I feel like this combo, the Spirit and Myth, they just finish off the whole evening look and make it so glam. Now we need to set everything in place. And of course, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's setting spray, as it is one of my favorite long-wearing setting sprays. And here is our before and after, the final third evening look with me and Allison for you. As usual, I look forward to hearing your comments. I think we have covered the mature skin from A to Z. If you have any other requests, do let me know and I will make sure to accommodate. On the other note, I want to express my gratitude to all of you guys who are watching and commenting on my videos. My channel is growing, and I know I keep mentioning this every week, but actually it is really true. And now I finally reached my first level of the beauty content creator on the YouTube platform. This is all new to me and I'm still figuring it out, but I think what it means is that if you guys have been enjoying watching my videos and you want to support me even further, you can buy me a cup of coffee. I think if I understood this correctly, there must be a buy super thanks button somewhere underneath my videos, and by clicking it you can support me that way as well. And if you find any new ways that you see how to support my channel, please let me know, as I'm still figuring out what this step means for me and my followers. And if you see any difference or any different buttons or stickers, I want to hear from you as well. One last thing before I forgot, some of you were asking if it is possible to translate my videos to a different language. I have done my research, and I think translating audio would be extremely difficult at this stage for me, but there is definitely an option to turn on subtitles on your language, and the English will be translated to any language that you select, so you can understand every word of what I'm saying. So if you try this function as well, please let me know in the comments how does it work for you. All right, guys, enough from me this week. Thank you so much for watching. I love yous, and I see yous in the next couple of weeks.